Hello, my name is Rogelio Blancas, and I'm here to present the inclusion strategies in Chapter 10, Promoting Factual Mastery Through Mnemonic Devices. A mnemonic device is a phrase or rhyme that can be used as a memorization tool. It's a powerful inclusion strategy and is simple yet very effective to implement. The inclusion strategies in Chapter 10 include keyword mnemonics with narrative chains and musical mnemonics. Keyword mnemonics with narrative chains use keywords that sound like the target words, and this can be used to connect words to concepts in a narrative form. For example, in math, students learn the order of operations by using "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally," where P stands for parentheses, E exponents, M multiply, D divide, A add, and S for subtraction. Other examples in for biology would be pen for parts of the atom. P would stand for protons, E for electrons, and N for neutrons. In order for students to learn the planets in the solar system, they might use "My very excellent mother served us nachos," where M stands for Mercury, V for Venus, E for Earth, M for Mars, S for Saturn, U for Uranus, and finally N would be Neptune. Notice Pluto is no longer a planet and is no longer used. In trigonometry, we use SOHCAHTOA in order to help students figure out sine, cosine, and tangents of an angle. So would be able to be used to figure out sine, which would be the opposite side over the hypotenuse. Ka would be for cosine, which is the adjacent side over the hypotenuse, and toa would be for tangent, which is the opposite over the adjacent. Oil rig is used for oxidation and reduction equations in chemistry. Oxidation is loss of an electron, and reduction is gain of an electron. I will now show you. Here is a video example of using mnemonic devices.
Anyone need any help?
Me? I need help.
Get the hell out of the way!
Hi. Help.
Okay, Dr. John, I think I'm a man of the people, but now thanks to the janitor, everybody knows I'm a fraud and I have egg on my face. Dorian.
Very funny. Perfect. Pretend you hate the nickname so it'll stick.
Who is this?
He's a doctor. I think it's Patrick or Paul.
It's Gwen, although she does have a mean case of man face.
Dr. Cox, I just want to throw this out there. It feels really good to be your student again.
Take that back, or I'm going to shove every one of these Polaroids down your throat.
Back to best friends it is.
You know what you should use? Mnemonic devices. Associate the person's name with something about them. I do it all of the time. Like this guy. Look at him. Now, there's no way he's ever going to make love to a woman unless that woman is dead. And dead rhymes with Ted. Ted.
That's how most people remember it.
What was your mnemonic device for remembering my name?
Do you really want to know?
Do I?
No.
I knew.
And action.
All right. He looks like a serial killer, which is the kind of cereal I'd want to stay away from, like Oat Bran. Brandon.
Correct.
Okay, Snoop Dogg attending. I saw him without his pants on once, and he has crazy skinny legs like French fries. French fries were sold to McDonald's, whose founder is Ronald McDonald. Ronald.
You saw him without his pants on once.
That's popcorn magnet Orville Redenbacher.
Yes.
We all want to be appreciated for our unique identities. Colonel Doctor. I call him that because he looks like that freaky Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. KFC makes coleslaw. Coleman Slosky. Incidentally, my favorite name ever.
That's correct. But he also lost the bet.
What are you talking about? I won.
Nope.
That's not fair. Nobody knows your name.
You know what that means?
The other strategy in Chapter 10 is musical mnemonics. Musical mnemonics uses melodies to link words together and support memorization. This can be fun and creative. In my math class, my professor would use a minus times a minus is a plus to the melody of if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. So it would sound a little bit like this. A minus times a minus is a plus. Other examples would be the alphabet song, ABC song. Another example would be the ABC song to learn the alphabet, or 50 Nifty United States in order for students to learn each state in the United States. Here's another example of how musical mnemonics can be used with the show Animaniacs, where they use musical mnemonics to memorize all the presidents.
Hi-ho, do you know the names of the U.S. residents who then became the presidents and got a view from the White House through a Pennsylvania Avenue? George Washington was the first you see. He once chopped down a cherry tree. President number 2 would be John Adams, and then number 3. Tom Jefferson stayed up to write a declaration late at night, so he and his wife had a great big fight, and she made him sleep on the couch all night. James Madison never had a son, and he fought the War of 1812. James Monroe's colossal nose was bigger than Pinocchio. John Quincy Adams was number 6, and it's Andrew Jackson's butt he kicks, so Jackson learns to play politics. Next time he's the one that the country picks. Martin Van Buren, number 8 for a one-term shot as chief of state. William Harrison, how do you praise? That guy was dead in 30 days. John Tyler, he liked country folk. And after him came President Polk. Zachary Taylor liked to smoke. His breath killed friends whenever he spoke. 1850, really nifty, Millerville was in. Young and fierce was Franklin Pierce, the man without a chin. Follows next a period spanning 4 long years with James Buchanan. Then the South starts shooting cannon, and we got a civil war. A war down south of Dixie. Up to bat comes old Abe Lincoln. There's a guy who's really thinking. Kept the United States from shrinking, saved the ship of state from sinking. Andrew Johnson's next. He had some slight defects. Congress each would impeach, and so the country now elects Ulysses Simpson Grant, who would screen and rave and rant. While drinking whiskey, oh, the risky, cause he spilled on his pants. It's 1877, and the Democrats would gloat, but they're all amazed when Rutherford Hayes wins by just 1 vote. James Garfield, someone really hated, cause he was assassinated. Chester Arthur gets instated. 4 years later, he was traded. Lord Grover Cleveland, really fat, elected twice as a Democrat. Then Benjamin Harrison, after that is William McKinley at the bat. Teddy Roosevelt charged up San Juan Hill, and President Taft, he got the bill. In 1913, Woodrow Wilson takes us into World War I. Next in line is Calvin Coolidge, he does fine. And then in 1929, the market crashes and we buy. It's Herbert Hoover's big debut, he gets the blame and loses too. Franklin Roosevelt, president who helped us win in World War II. Harry Truman, weird little human, serves 2 terms and when he's done. It's Eisenhower who's got the power from 53 to 61. John Kennedy had Camelot, then Lyndon Johnson took his spot. Richard Nixon, he gets caught, and Gerald Ford fell down a lot. Jimmy Carter liked camping trips, and Ronald Reagan's speeches scripts all came from famous movie clips, and President Bush said, read my lips. Now in Washington, D.C., there's Democrats and the GOP, but the ones in charge are plain to see. The Clintons, Bill and Hillary. The next president to lead the way, well, it just might be yourself one day. Then the press will distort everything you say. So jump in your plane and fly away.
In conclusion, keyword mnemonics with narrative chains and musical mnemonics are both great strategies that can be used to effectively remember and link concepts to words. I hope that this presentation was helpful and would be useful for you in your future class. Thank you.